Hello, my name's Leanne Shawler. I am an artist and a writer, a general all-round creative, I think I would describe myself. And today we're talking about one of my other favorite things, which is planners. So, planners. It depends on your accent. Planners or planners? Anyway, I might cut that out. So today we're talking about planners. That's what Techo Kaigi means. It's a planner meeting. It's where you go over what you've been using, what's worked, what hasn't worked, and then we go into what does work, or might work in the new year. And so I have a whole bag of stuff, and then I'm going to walk you through what I have used and how that's been going. And then we are going to look at what I'm going to use next year, because one of the planners I used no longer is made, so I had to make some adjustments. The other part of sharing this with you is I've been exploring how speed of soul is affecting my daily life, and speed of soul is your natural progression. It's not dictated to by culture or society, no hustle, no capitalism. It's just you and your soul, and learning to move forward or stay put, depending on what your soul is telling you. And I have been learning about this for the last 6 or so months, and it got reflected in my planner, so I'm going to share a little bit about that too. Now, I'm one of those people who is at a place of privilege. I'm white, I'm retired, I don't have kids, so I don't have a lot of demands on my time. I do have some, but not a lot. But this is for, I think, for those people well, I have nothing to write about or nothing to plan. It's the same thing week after week. It might be. It is for me. There's painting, there's writing. Collage has entered the list this week. There's always something that I'm doing. So this is a way to do it, but not push myself through it. It's just a way to allow space in my days, to give time for reading, for play, for marinating on things that occupy my mind, because while I might be retired, I do have a couple of projects that I work on, as well as my paintings. My planner, it's a way for me to move forward, not be completely still, as I think can often happen when one retires. You just stay stuck in one place. So this is more for me to keep moving forward, but not hustling forward, not pushing forward, just moving at a pace that is right for me and not being dictated by Western culture. Let's have a look at my planners and stuff. So this is my stack of journals I've been using this year. I traveled with this one and I would take things in and out as I needed it. So let's look through my traveler's notebook real quick. I have this lovely charm that a friend gave me. In the front I have my word of the year, and then some words for the year, the focus areas that I want. I have my Soul Deep little shortcut booklet, and at the names of the full moons. I picked this up middle of the year. It doesn't do a lot, it's just pretty, and I have a few things in it like stickers and things. And I use a lightweight paper insert usually for my inserts, and this is just my daily journaling. And I do my weekly examines in there. It's the back of that insert. This is a new edition, and I'll explain why in a little while. It's a traveler's notebook, July through December 2023, and I am practicing making this like a food intake journal. I have some things that get triggered by something. I don't know if it's me sitting too long or spicy food or whatever, but I have a very uncomfortable few days. That's all I will say about that. And I was tracking my food and couldn't figure it out, and so I'm back to doing that again. There's a plastic folder that has washi tapes and my templates. I added this part way through of this year, and it's a media journal. Job's journal is entirely to blame for this one. So in the front I have books read, which is not that many given that we're in October already. That's kind of sad. And then all my K-dramas, which I am happy to show you. I have been watching them for a couple of years now, so actually starting to rewatch some of our favorites, but that's where we're at. Favorite one so far has been King of the Land this year. That was excellent. More washi tapes, because you can end up having too many washi tapes. So this will continue for next year. I'll be changing a few of the inserts out, and I'll explain that in a minute. This is a Midori A5 notebook. It's where I keep my soul deep musings. This is where I work on my focus areas for the year, planning for the year, just all that journaling stuff that I do. Jamie Riddler had a great planning day thing in her courses. I don't know if she's still running it though. School of Creative Magic. I will link to it. Her school. She might be bringing it out for the end of the year. And she also has an end of year section in her studio yearbooks that you can walk through, which is lovely. And then this is upside down. This is the planner I have been using this year. It is a Jane Davenport planner. This came out 4 or 5 years ago. And I held on to it and held on to it, and I have been using it this year. So there's a month section, and then I'm just like putting 3 or 4 things a day. And then I do a monthly reflection at the end of the year. I do like little notes of projects and things. So this, they don't make this anymore. So I had to find a new planner for this year. And before I get to that, I want to talk about how I plan. You know, I have my projects, and that's what I focus on in here. Like I put groceries in, but I do not put laundry or stuff like that in. So these are kind of like bigger projects that take up a stack of time, or like commitments. So I try to like do painting. It's over here. It's called the project, and I've color coded them. And I color coding this here in the front with, I use mild lighter highlighters. And so like I have them all color coded here. And this might change a little bit in the coming new year. I kind of realized that having like 4 things a day, like I do here, was actually, this was a quiet day, was actually quite a lot. So I sort of realized that, you know, I am retired. I don't have to do all these things all at once. What if I made it like 3 things a day? I'm still doing 4 things here, but I started to do 3 things a day. It looks even busier with 3 things a day, doesn't it? And that's what I started to do, and I found I had a lot more spaciousness in my days, and it's really working for me just to have this layout of, I went back and 4 things a day in this one. I think I was away for a while and wanted to catch up. I really just wanted a place to put things down that I wanted to do. And here I have like a next week. So if things came up, I wouldn't try and squeeze them in unless they were time sensitive. I would just put them over here. And then I would like reschedule them into here. So the slowing down, just trying to do 3 things a day, sometimes 4. And I would check it if I did it. And then this past month, September, I had a skin check and I had a biopsy. And because it was on my lower part of my leg, I had to keep it elevated to prevent infection. So that kind of changed into this. I just like, what are my 5, 6 things I want to do this week? Instead of 3 things a day, 5, 6 things. So that's kind of like what happened here. I would just, these are things I want to work on. It looks kind of busy because of all the stickering that I did to it. And here I started seeing the end of the tunnel and started listing a whole bunch of things that I want to do. So I'm back to my stacking 3 things a day. Not a whole lot of decorating going on this page. When I was working, I just worked from to-do lists. I would have one long to-do list for the week and I would just cross things off because my job was a lot of to-dos. Not a whole lot of thinking or marinating or that kind of thing. I am back up in the house. I am editing the video and I realized I didn't include my 5 year. Here it is. It's still there. I am about a month behind and plan to keep it up. It's still Ooh, it's still quite skinny. I haven't gone too crazy with it. So yeah, I think this coming year I'll start looking at maybe doing a little watercolor of things that are important on that day. But yeah, so I am including this in my list, my Techo Kaigi. I just totally forgot to take it down to the studio and did the recording. Oops. There are no more Jane Davenport planners. What was I going to use instead? So let's talk about what I'm going to use this coming year. This is staying, the Midori, because it's a perennial notebook. I just start a new one as I fill up the pages. This is staying, but I will be probably taking out this. That'll be going into the new planner. I'll be taking out this because Soul Deep is on the back burner now. I'll keep this in because it's cute. This daily journal is now not going to be a daily journal. I'm going to change this to like a reflection space because I do my weekly examine in here as part of my daily pages, and I need more room than the planner that I've got will give me. And I did monthly reflections in here as well, and they're going to go in here too. So it's going to be kind of like a reflections of the week and the month here. I might throw in some seasonal stuff. It may become a travel journal, so I just take this and not the whole planner. So that's kind of the plan for this. This will come out, and I'll show you why in a minute. And I'll keep the media journal until I fill out all the pages, and I'm kind of getting there. And then I'll just start a new media journal. And I'll probably keep these in here, or they may get transferred to the new planner. So let's talk new planners. I jumped on the Hobonichi train. Mine came with a bag because she's pretty. One moment, please. Like, is she not the most gorgeous thing you have ever seen? I ordered it from the Hobonichi global website. Oh, this is the freebie pen this year. Love the color, and see, it matches. It matches. I'm going to stuff various things in here. My washi tape cards from over here. So these washi tape cards will move over. These templates will probably move over. I might keep that one here for my monthly reflections, seasonal reflections. Yeah, so that's how that's going to be filled out. I don't know how I'm going to use these side pockets. I will just figure that out. I tabbed it up, could not resist. They're a bit sticky outy, but that's okay. I want to put one more tab in for notes, if I have note space in the back, which I haven't even looked. I do have note space in the back. Not a ton. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do my seasonal reflections in the back. Okay. So this is a cousin. It has a yearly section. I'm going to use that, I think, for tracking, like how often I'm painting, how often I'm writing, how often I take a walk, that kind of thing. And then the monthly is just going to act like it has in my old planner. Appointments, that kind of thing, nothing too exciting. I might do like what are the 3 things I want to get to do this month. So that's the monthly. And then the weekly section is going to function just like this weekly section, old weekly section. What do I have? It's, I'm going to do the color blocking. I don't need the times. I'm just going to ignore that. And then I'll have my next week column over here. So that's how that's going to be worked out. And then my daily journaling will happen here in the daily pages. I usually keep a space for gratitude and for cold stars. I got that from Jamie Ridler's studio yearbook. And I'm going to put a quote in here if I want to, although there are already quotes for us. Isn't that nice? Sticker it, whatever I want to do to it. So it's too big, I think, to take on a travel, which is why I will take my traveler's notebook for the trips that we plan to take. Not that we have any scheduled for next year, weirdly. And so this is going to be my new layout. And I hope that it works. I've never used Hobonichi Cousin before, but the weekly setup is vertical. I love the vertical weekly. I have space for that. I have space for stickers. So that is my hope. I mean, look, it matches. Blends in. So cool. Oh, and one more thing. I mentioned that this has been tracking my food intake to see if I can find a trigger for what's making me feel unwell. Well, it was such a beautiful release this year. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. I've got a cover on it just to protect it a little more because it's cream and, hey, you know I'm going to stain it. And so I'm going to have monthly overviews of like when I have a flare, and that kind of thing. And then in the weeklies, I'm going to track my food, breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner, dessert. And if I have room for notes on the side, I will do that as well. Otherwise, I have space in the back here to make notes. So that is my, and I use these blue wavy things because that was pretty. So that is what I'm planning to use this for. Oh, and I got the pencil board to go with. So that's going to be more like a health tracker. Food intake, and see if we can spot the triggers, because it'd be good to know so I can stop feeling poorly every now and then. This, I hope, will help me continue going at the speed of soul, because I will have my, oops, too far. Because I will have my 3 things a day here and these lovely columns with my highlighters. And my next week, so I can always keep pushing things back. Yeah, so that's my Techo Kaigi for the year. So I'll be having this, and this for travel and weekly reflections at most. So it will get, it's quite chunky. It will get sized down. It'll have my media journal, my reflection journal, and that will be it. So that's my Techo Kaigi for the year. I hope you found it interesting. I think I want to say a little bit more about Speed of Soul. So my side projects are exactly just for enjoyment, for play, but yet still that hustle keeps creeping in, like I must share, I must do this, I must do that. And really your Speed of Soul is not about the musts. It's more like taking a step back from what our society wants us to do, to be productive, to contribute. So for my Speed of Soul, it is just learning what I want to do when I'm ready to move forward with something. If something's not feeling right, not to rush through it, just to take my time and not measure myself against anybody else's clock. And it lets you, like, think on, your heart projects, or stories you want to tell, or whatever, without having to, like, say, I have to get X pages done by such and such. It's like, no. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it if you did. Comment if you have any thoughts about Speed of Soul or questions, or about my Techo Kaigi, what I'm using, where you can find it, what exactly it's called, because I don't remember that stuff. I can look it up and then get back to you. If you're not already subscribed, it'd be great to have you as a subscriber, so click that subscribe button. And if you're not too wigged out by having tons of notifications coming from your YouTube app, then click the notifications button as well. But maybe you're just like me and you just like pop in to a YouTube app and see what's new in your subscriptions list. Have a great day, and look forward to more videos on stationery and painting and writing and my creative journey through retiring life. Thank you for watching, and have a great day or evening wherever you are. Well, great. I recorded myself leaving the room instead of talking to you.